Most of us never think twice about the small things we do every single day, the little gestures, the automatic habits we have carried with us for decades. But what if a handful of those everyday habits, things that feel completely harmless, were quietly working against your health, especially after 60? Today we are going to talk about 5 habits that are incredibly common in older adults. And I am not here to make you feel bad or embarrassed, not at all. I am here because understanding these habits and gently adjusting them could make a real difference in how you feel day to day. As always, everything I share here is for general awareness only. Please speak with your own doctor about anything specific to your health. Now let us get into it. If you are over 60, your body is more sensitive to certain kinds of stress than it used to be. That is not a weakness. That is just biology. And knowing that means you can make smarter, kinder choices for yourself. We are going to cover 5 habits in this video. Some of them might surprise you. Stick around for number 4 because it is the one most people genuinely do not connect to their overall health. And once you hear it, it is hard to go back to not noticing it. Let us get into it. Number 1, nose picking. Now before you move on, stay with me here because this one is more important than most people think. Nose picking is one of the most common habits on the planet. Studies suggest the vast majority of adults do it regularly, and very few talk about it openly. Here is what happens inside your nose that makes this worth paying attention to, especially after 60. The interior lining of your nose is made up of extremely delicate tissue called the nasal mucosa. This lining is your body's first line of defense against airborne bacteria, viruses, and pollutants. It traps particles before they can reach your lungs or bloodstream. When you pick your nose, even gently, you can create tiny tears in that tissue. And after 60, the skin throughout your body, including inside the nasal passages, becomes thinner and slower to repair. Those small tears can become vulnerable spots where bacteria may take hold. Researchers have also noted that the hands carry a significant amount of bacteria at any given time, and introducing that bacteria into an already sensitive nasal passage can increase the risk of localized irritation and discomfort. Think about Susan, a 71-year-old retired librarian from Ohio who had been dealing with recurring sinus discomfort for months. She never connected it to anything specific until her doctor gently asked about the condition of the inside of her nose. Susan had been picking absent-mindedly while reading every evening for years without thinking about it. Once she became aware of it and started using a saline nasal rinse instead whenever she felt congestion, the irritation began to settle. For her, within a few weeks. She told her daughter it was the most unexpected health advice she had ever followed. Simple awareness made the difference. Your nasal lining is protecting you every single day. It deserves the same care in return. Number 2, skin picking. This one is deeply personal for a lot of people. Whether it is peeling dry skin, picking at a scab, or scratching at a small bump, most of us do it without even realizing. And it feels like such a minor thing. But here is why it matters more after 60 than it ever did before. As we age, the skin's ability to heal slows considerably. Collagen production decreases. Blood circulation near the surface of the skin becomes less efficient. The immune response in skin tissue takes longer to activate. What this means is that a small wound that would have healed quickly at 35 can take significantly longer at 70. And during that extended healing window, the risk of infection increases. Dermatologists consistently note that skin picking can delay healing by several days, and in some cases, introduce bacteria that leads to secondary infection. For older adults managing certain health conditions, even a minor wound left uncared for deserves proper attention. Joyce, 74 years old and a passionate home cook from Canada, had a small scab on her forearm that she kept picking at without thinking. It had been there for nearly 3 weeks. She was a little embarrassed when she mentioned it to her doctor, but her doctor was not surprised at all. She explained that this is one of the most common things she sees in patients over 65. Joyce began covering the area with a gentle bandage, keeping it clean and redirecting her hands whenever the urge came. For her, it had healed cleanly within about 10 days. Her doctor reminded her that small acts of care for your skin are not vanity, they are protection. Hey, if you are still here and finding this useful, I want to genuinely thank you. It means a lot that you give this your time. Go ahead and drop a comment below and tell me, is there a small, everyday habit you have been meaning to change? I read through every comment and I would love to hear from you. And if this is your first time here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. I put out content like this regularly and I would hate for you to miss it. Now let us keep going. Number 3, coughing or sneezing without covering your mouth. This one might feel obvious, but the reason it matters more now than ever is something most people do not fully appreciate. When you cough or sneeze uncovered, you release a fine mist of respiratory droplets that can travel several feet in just a second. Those droplets can carry bacteria and viruses. And here's the part that often goes unsaid. As the immune system naturally changes with age, older adults are not just more at risk of picking something up, they are also more at risk of passing something on to others whose immune systems may be equally sensitive. Health professionals recommend covering a cough or sneeze into the crook of your elbow rather than your hand. The reason is simple. Your hands make contact with nearly every surface around you throughout the day. Your elbow does not. This one small shift helps break the cycle of germs moving from surfaces into your body and into the spaces around you. James, 68, a grandfather from Australia who spent every Sunday with his grandchildren, developed a habit of being far more intentional about this after one winter when he noticed that colds kept circulating back and forth through the family. A family doctor made a gentle suggestion at a routine checkup. James started using his elbow consistently and kept a small pack of tissues in his jacket pocket. For him, it became second nature within a couple of weeks. He said it made him feel like he was genuinely looking after the people he loved, not just himself. That shift in perspective changed everything for him. Number 4, constantly touching your face. This is the one I want you to really sit with, because it surprises almost everyone who hears it. The average person touches their face somewhere between 20 and 23 times per hour. That number comes from observational research, and most people are genuinely astonished when they hear it. We touch our eyes when they itch. We rest our chin in our hand. We rub our nose or press our fingers to our lips when we are thinking. It is almost entirely unconscious. Here is why this matters so specifically after 60. The eyes, the nose, and the mouth are the primary ways that bacteria and viruses find their way into your body. Every time your hand, which has touched surfaces, doorknobs, phones, and shopping carts throughout the day, comes close to your face, it creates an opportunity for germs to make that journey. And because the immune system responds more gradually with age, your body may need a little longer to mount its defenses. Reducing unnecessary face touching is one of the simplest ways to support it. Helen, 73, a retired school teacher from the UK, had started to notice that she was picking up colds and minor illnesses more frequently than she used to. Her doctor ruled out anything serious but encouraged her to simply observe how often she touched her face throughout the day. Helen was genuinely startled. She had not realized how automatic it had become. She started keeping her hands gently occupied. A smooth worry stone she kept in her cardigan pocket, a warm mug of tea to hold during the evening news, and a habit of washing her hands after returning from any errand. For her, the change in how she felt came gradually over the following weeks. She described it as one of the quietest adjustments she had ever made, and one of the most worthwhile. Before we get to number 5, if this video has been useful to you so far, it would mean a great deal if you liked it right now. It only takes a second, and it genuinely helps this content reach more people who could benefit from it. And if someone you know is in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, please consider sharing this with them. All right, one more to go. And in many ways, it may be the most important one. Number 5, poor oral hygiene. We are not just talking about a bright smile here. We are talking about something that connects to your overall sense of well-being in ways that go much deeper than most people realize. After 60, the mouth goes through real changes. Saliva production can decrease, which reduces the mouth's natural ability to rinse away bacteria throughout the day. Gums may recede slightly over time. The enamel on teeth becomes thinner, and these changes mean that without consistent oral care, bacteria in the mouth have more opportunity to build up and cause discomfort. Dental professionals consistently emphasize that the mouth is connected to the rest of the body, and that good oral care supports your overall well-being in ways that go beyond just your teeth. Keeping your mouth clean, your gums healthy, and staying on top of regular dental visits is something your whole body benefits from, not just your smile. Alongside brushing and flossing, some people also choose to support their oral health from the inside. There has been growing interest in chewable oral probiotics designed specifically to support the balance of good bacteria in the mouth. Unlike traditional approaches that only focus on cleaning the surface, these are meant to work more gently with the natural environment of your mouth. Some individuals have found that adding something like this to their routine helps with things like breath freshness and overall comfort, especially as the mouth becomes drier with age. If you are curious about that approach, I have shared more information in the description below, so you can look into it at your own pace. Frank, 81, a retired engineer from New Zealand, had stopped visiting the dentist regularly for several years, partly out of old habit and partly because he assumed that at his age, it mattered less. His dentist, when he eventually returned, gently explained that oral care in later life is arguably more important than in younger years, not less. Frank committed to brushing gently twice a day with a soft bristled toothbrush, flossing each evening, and using a mild antibacterial rinse his dentist recommended. He also scheduled a professional cleaning every 6 months. For Frank, the improvement in his comfort and confidence came steadily over the months that followed. His daughter said he seemed lighter somehow. He laughed when she said that. He told her he simply felt like he was finally taking proper care of himself. Final thoughts: 5 habits, 5 gentle shifts, and every single one of them is within your reach starting today, without spending a thing. This is not about being perfect. It is not about carrying guilt for habits you have had for decades. It is about becoming a little more aware, a little more intentional, and extending the same care to your body that you would extend to someone you love. If you are in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you have lived through more change than most people can imagine. You know how to adapt. You know how to be consistent when something matters. Apply that same steadiness here, one small habit at a time, and please remember, everything shared in this video is for general awareness and education only. Before making any changes related to your personal health, always speak with your doctor or a qualified health professional, especially if you are managing an existing condition or taking medication. They know your individual history. This video is simply here to inform and encourage. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you already aware of one of these habits, or is there one on this list that genuinely surprised you? I read every single comment and I would love to hear from you. If you found this valuable, please like and subscribe. It helps this channel keep growing and keeps this kind of content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.